Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Finance with Abram. If you're looking for a great way to boost your savings, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to go into details about an exciting new cash bonus offer of $450 from First Horizon Bank for opening a new First View or Smart View checking account. Not only is it one of the easiest cash bonus offers to obtain, but it's one of the best also because of that high amount of $450. And in this video, I'm going to go into details about the eligibility of this offer and the account to let you know if you're eligible to open this and obtain that bonus, and also the 2 easy steps to obtain the bonus, and also what to expect after you do those 2 steps. And I have the video organized into chapters and a little about First Horizon Bank before we get into eligibility and the steps. First Horizon was founded back in 1864 in Memphis, and that's where their headquarters is at, and they spread from there since then. As you see the map, locations mainly based pretty much in the southeast, as you see, and that's going to go into eligibility as well, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to that section. And First Horizon is the 32nd largest bank in the United States based on total assets. So they're definitely a big bank, not of course huge like JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, Citibank, those ones at the top right there you see, but you don't have to scroll down far to find First Horizon Bank, number 32 right there. And they have over $81 billion in total assets, 418 locations, over 7,000 associates. So you can learn more about them online, their website, and articles if you want to. First Horizon Bank. But let's get right into the eligibility of this offer in these accounts. And for eligibility of this account, one of the main things is that you have to open up the new First View or Smart View checking account by July 31st, 2024. That is the date currently of when the offer expires. Now, these cash bonus offers from different banks are known to sometimes extend these offers, so they may extend this later this year, another few months or something like that. And if I find that out, I'll try to comment on the video, pinned at the top. I've done that before for some of my other videos, but as of right now, I'm recording this video in June 2024. This offer is good until July 31st, 2024. Now, who's eligible for this offer? The client, the customer, you, I, whoever, must be a new or existing First Horizon Bank client that has not had a consumer checking account with First Horizon Bank in the last 12 months. So either you're a brand new customer to First Horizon, no checking account, no savings account, nothing, and you want to open this account, you're eligible. Or even if you have a First Horizon, savings account, money market account or something like that, and you haven't had a checking account in the past 12 months, then you're eligible. Even if you've had a checking account with First Horizon, but it's been, years ago or something like that, then you will be eligible. As long as you haven't had a checking account with First Horizon within the past 12 months. Now, eligibility for this account, I'm going to act like I'm opening up an account basically to show you who's eligible to apply for this account. So you must be 18 years or older and a United States citizen to apply online. And here's a few things you'll need to complete your application: a state-issued photo ID, social security number, date of birth, contact information, and opening deposit options. So either, by debit, credit card, or ACH, which stands for automated clearinghouse, so some kind of external transfer from another bank. And one of the very important things for eligibility that's going to exclude a lot of people because of where they live is that the applicant must reside within 50 miles of a First Horizon banking center. So if you live more than 50 miles from a First Horizon banking center, you would not be able to open the account. And if you click on that link right there for First Horizon banking center, they'll take you to a page where you can use their tool to find a location close to where you live. So you can put the distance at 5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles, or that maximum distance of 50 miles, put in your zip code or city and find locations. So if you have a location within 50 miles of you, then you would be eligible to apply for a checking account with First Horizon. And as you see on the applicant page at the beginning, as soon as you answer the question of are you a First Horizon digital banking customer, they ask you what's your zip code of your home address. So they want to pretty much narrow it down and hit it up front of whether or not you'll be eligible depending on where you live. And right here, you'll also see the next step and the application right here. So you see the application page after I put in my zip code and selected a banking center of my choice, then it will take you to this page. So this is the information that they'll want on the application. Of course, the basics: first name, last name, address, date of birth, ID type. So you have the driver's license, military ID, passport, or state issued ID, information about the ID that you select, citizenship, social security number, and email address, and you must provide a valid email address to complete your application. And also your mobile phone number, optional home phone, employment information, pretty standard, basic, typical stuff for opening up a bank account. And then authorization if you want to add a co-applicant. And after you fill out that information, go to the next steps and so forth and so forth. So the application is pretty basic, nothing outlandish in the information they're asking for. This is standard for opening up a bank account. And now that I've gone over eligibility and the application process overall, let's get into the 2 steps to obtain this $450 cash bonus. So first here, of course, open the First View or Smart View checking account. So you have 2 checking account options. You can open either one. You don't have to open both. And I'll tell you a little bit about both of those later in the video, and also tell you about the monthly maintenance fee that pertains to one of them and how to avoid it in the one that doesn't have the monthly maintenance fee, which I think is the one I'm actually going to apply for myself, because I'm thinking about checking out this account, obtaining the bonus, and maybe even using the account. So that good thing about these cash bonuses, of course, is the cash bonus itself, but also gives you an opportunity to check out a new account with maybe a new bank that you haven't banked with before and see whether or not it fits your lifestyle. So yeah, first step right here is open the First View or Smart View checking account. And you have to do that by that July 31st, 2024. All right, and so with that first step of opening up the new checking account, like I stated in eligibility, you have to be either a new customer to First Horizon Bank or an existing customer who has not had a checking account with First Horizon in the last 12 months. I went over that more in eligibility section, so if you skip that, you can go back to that section. But yeah, opening up the account online, very easy. What you'll want to do definitely is go to the promotional page, and I'll have it linked down in the description. It's not a referral for me or anything, and you could just Google, First Horizon cash bonus offer, checking offer, something like that, and it will take you to this page because you'll want to start the application process right here pretty much to get your promotional code. So it says to receive your personal promotion code for this offer, simply fill out the required fields and click submit. After submission, you will see a confirmation page with details. So you want to open up the account this way, not just through the regular First Horizon way that I kind of showed you in the eligibility. I was just showing you that for eligibility purposes of the information they want in the requirements, but you'll still need to meet that eligibility, of course, but you'll want to start the application process right here on this page for the promotion to obtain that $450 cash bonus. So right here, simple information: first name, last name, email, zip code, and the account that you want to open, the First View or the Smart View checking account. And with the requirement for either one of these accounts that you choose, the First View or the Smart View checking account, there is a $50 minimum initial opening deposit requirement. So you're going to need to set up an external transfer from another bank to this new bank account. That's going to be a requirement as well. And I mentioned it somewhat in eligibility, but also definitely in this first step, that is a requirement that you need to have another bank account somewhere else, basically, that you're going to transfer that $50 at least from to this account. And that's not going to cost you anything. That's basic standard thing. You likely have done that before from other accounts to accounts, from accounts, and things like that. So yeah, an external transfer from another bank account to this new checking account. Now, after you do that, set up the account. That's the first step. Second step is to make qualifying direct deposits totaling $1,000 within the first 90 days. So it doesn't have to be $1,000 all at once, and it doesn't have to be one time. It can be multiple direct deposits within that 90 days to equal that $1,000. And let's get into what are qualifying direct deposits. Now, a qualifying direct deposit includes reoccurring electronic deposits of payroll and pension or Social Security. Pretty standard. You get paid from your employer, every week, every 2 weeks, every month. That's a direct deposit. You probably got it going into your checking account now. Maybe you have some going into your savings or so forth and so forth. Now, what you would do for this step, for this bonus, is you put some of that money from your direct deposit, from your check, to this new First Horizon checking account. You don't have to do your whole check amount. You could do a percentage of it, a dollar amount of it. I know at my employer, I can separate my direct deposit based on a certain dollar amount or a percentage amount. So a lot of employers do that. If not, you could do the whole check. You could do that too. You'll meet the, $1,000 within 90 days quicker than, if you do your whole check, I'm sure. And so whatever you want to do, however you want to set up your direct deposit, just as long as you meet a total of $1,000 in direct deposit within 90 days. And so that's pretty basic and standard with the qualifying direct deposits. You have basically 3 options: your payroll, your pension, or your Social Security. Now, what are non-qualifying direct deposits? Non-qualifying direct deposits, ones that will not meet the requirement for a qualifying direct deposit. Non-qualifying direct deposits include person-to-person, bank, or other electronic money transfers, such as those made through internet payment services. So basically, an electronic transfer, from another bank to this First Horizon bank, that would not qualify. Any kind of person-to-person payments like Venmo or Zelle or anything like that would not qualify. Going to the actual bank and depositing money that way, a check or a cash in your bank account to First Horizon, that would not qualify as a direct deposit. Now, that would be a deposit. Those are ways you can send money to this account, via external transfer and via deposit at the bank, things like that, of course, but it would not qualify for a qualifying direct deposit. And that's the qualifying direct deposits portion. Now, also, your account must be open a minimum of 90 days because they're going to want to make sure you have the account open throughout this process. When you can hit that $1,000 total direct deposit in 30 days, 60 days, 15 days, however many days, but you still have to keep the account open a minimum of 90 days. And I would say definitely keep it in good standing. Keep at least $1 or something in there. Even if you use it like a regular account, then yeah, you'll have money in there. But if you don't use the account often or something like that, make sure you keep an eye on it. Keep some money in there, keep it positive, keep it in good standing. Because what they also say is that the bonus will only be paid to an account with a positive balance. Keep at least $1 or something in that account. Keep it positive. Definitely don't have it in negative account balance. And with the cash bonus, it states that it will be deposited into your account within 10 business days after qualifying activities are met. So you want to definitely get that $1,000 direct deposits within 90 days. Keep the account open for a minimum of 90 days. So basically, you could pretty much kind of time it out when you'll get your bonus. You meet that requirement within 90 days, keep the account open for 90 days, and probably 10 days from that 90 days is when you can expect to get that cash bonus deposited into your new checking account with First Horizon. Now, with cash bonuses comes taxes, because the bonus will be reported as interest earned on IRS form 1099-INT, that's that 1099 interest form, and the recipient is responsible for any applicable taxes. So if you've done these cash bonuses before, then you know the process of this. You're going to enter that information on your taxes when you submit them for next year. So you do this bonus in 2024, I almost said 2023, what year are we in? 2024, and then you would, on your 2025 taxes, when you submit those next year, you would submit this information. You'll get that form in the mail probably around January, February of next year. And if you get somebody else to do your taxes, then just take that form with you and any others that you have. And basically that is it with step number 2 right there. So that's step number 1 and that's step number 2. Now let me tell you a little bit about these 2 different accounts, which one I'm personally going to go for myself, and also how to avoid the monthly maintenance fee for the one that charges a monthly maintenance fee. And now some information about these 2 checking accounts. And with both of these accounts, they state, all of their checking accounts come with free digital and mobile banking, a free standard debit card, and no ATM fees when you stay in the network of more than 600 ATMs across the southeastern United States. So if you stay within their network of their First Horizon ATMs. And so you have the First View checking account, which is the one that I'm going for. It has a free Visa debit card, free digital and mobile banking, pretty standard. That's going to be for both accounts. So, you have the mobile app available on the Apple and Google Play app stores. We can access your account and have certain features within it. And with the First View checking account, there's no monthly maintenance fee, no monthly service charge, anything like that. And with this account, you also have free access to a network of over 600 ATMs across the Southeast. And I have their account service fee guide up right here. So you'll see some of the fees associated with it and some of the lack of fees associated with it. So yeah, that $50 minimum initial opening deposit. There's no monthly maintenance charge, like I stated, for this First View checking account. It is not interest bearing. No fee for First Horizon ATMs. A $3 fee if you use a non-First Horizon ATM. $2 fee for quick statements. So if you print out, have paper statements, it's going to charge you for paper statements. Now, if you want paper statements that include the front and back images of checks, then that's going to be a $3 monthly fee instead of that $2 fee. So something to keep in mind right there if you like that. Now, I won't go in too much detail about the accounts because this video is mostly about the cash bonus offer, but they have this on their website, or you could just Google, First Horizon, First View checking account service fee guide, something like that. And you could pull this up right here. It's basically like a PDF. You'll have to download it. And so you can see some of their other fees here or lack of fees. I'll just kind of leave it up on the screen right here and then scroll down to this other section. So if you want to pause the video and look more into detail of that, and then the fees associated with wire transfers, stop payment fees, cashier checks, and more. So yeah, that's the First View checking account, which is the one that I'm going for because I like that no monthly maintenance fee is going on with it, because I'm going to use this account, kind of check it out, but it's not going to be my main checking account, initially, for sure not, because I have my other checking accounts I use, but I want to definitely check it out. But I don't want to have to think like, oh, what's my account balance? What's this? So I got to make sure I avoid the monthly maintenance fee and so forth and so forth. Because let me tell you about the next checking account that's eligible for this offer. That is the Smart View checking account. With it, you get a complimentary money market savings account. So you have this other account that you get with this account. So that's something to keep in mind. You may not want it, but you're going to get it. So yeah, it's complimentary. So yeah, you get a complimentary money market savings account. And then with the Smart View checking, you have foreign ATM and surcharge fees rebated. So that's the difference with this one and the First View checking account, is that with the Smart View checking account, foreign ATM and surcharge fees are rebated. So you basically get a rebate for those. And same thing with the mobile banking, digital banking. This is an online savings account, pretty much like an online checking account with physical locations as well. So yeah, you have free digital and mobile banking. And with the SmartView checking account, you can earn interest on your checking balance when you qualify for refunded monthly pricing. And fine print on that part right there, refunded monthly pricing. If you're wondering, what is that? What does that even mean? What are you talking about? So with that, the reward interest is paid at the end of your statement cycle based on your average collected balance. Reward interest rates are set at the bank's discretion and are subject to change without notice. Reward 10-year interest is paid on the first $25,000 in collected balances at the end of your statement cycle based on the oldest deposit relationship with the bank. Reward 10-year interest rates are set at the bank's discretion and are subject to change without notice. So that's for people who like to earn a little interest on their checking account. That rate is variable. It's not going to be much at all because it's a checking account rate, and also because the savings rates at First Horizon aren't much themselves either. For their money market savings account, as you see, it ranges from 0.50% to 1.76%. And then for their CD rates, it ranges from 0.05%. I had to remind myself to put a O before that 5 is so low. They range from 0.05% to 0.10%. So this is definitely not a place I would go to earn interest as far as a savings account, CD account, checking account, or any of that with First Horizon Bank. The checking account does look interesting as far as using it for checking account. For checking accounts, I don't go to those for interest rates in general anywhere, but even for savings rates and CD rates, you can find much better savings rates and CD rates out there. And I do videos on those often. You can check those playlists out, and I leave a link down in the description. I do videos on, top savings rate on the top savings accounts ranked by APY, top CD accounts ranked by APY, and so forth and so forth. So yeah, just want to touch on that a little bit because that is a feature of the SmartView checking account, but it's not something that stands out too much to me personally. And I do have the account service fee guide up here as well for the SmartView checking account. So as you see, the monthly service charge for the SmartView checking account is $15 a month. But there are ways to get that refunded to not be charged that $15 monthly maintenance fee. And so the ways to avoid that monthly maintenance fee with a SmartView checking account are the following. You can have that monthly maintenance fee refunded with at least one direct deposit or bill payment per statement cycle and any one of the following three options. Those three options are going to be either a $5,000 average daily balance in the SmartView checking account or $25,000 average daily balance in total consumer deposit balances. So the other accounts you have with First Verizon, a total average daily balance between all of your accounts with First Verizon of $25,000 or more. Or the other of the following three options is $2,500 in First Horizon credit card purchase transactions. And those transactions must post during the SmartView checking account statement cycle to be considered eligible. So those are the ways to avoid that monthly maintenance fee to get that refunded. And with the SmartView checking account, you get the debit card as well, so you can use it at ATMs. And with the ATM fees, there's no fee for using a First Horizon ATM. And also, like I stated, there's no fee for a non-First Horizon ATM because SmartView checking account customers do not incur a charge from First Horizon Bank for the use of non-First Horizon ATMs in the United States. So even though First Horizon may not charge you anything for using a non-First Horizon ATM, the owner of that ATM or the network it uses may surcharge you to use its machine. But those surcharges from the owners of other ATMs are refunded to SmartView checking customers. Now, additional fees will apply to international use and may vary. So the SmartView checking account does have that difference between it and the FirstView checking account. And also with quick statements for the SmartView checking account, there's no fee to print out any quick statements. You can print out your last 10 transactions and available balance from a First Horizon ATM. Whereas with the FirstView, there's a $2 fee with that. And then here are some of the other fees associated with the SmartView checking account. Like I stated with the FirstView, I'm not going to go into too much deep detail with this because this video is mainly about the cash bonus, a little bit about the checking accounts themselves. But I'll leave this up on the screen so you can pause it and check it out if you want to check out the fees for the wire transfers, the stop payment fee, cashier's check, or so forth and so forth. So that is it with my video on the First Horizon $450 cash bonus offer. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a like down below, and subscribe to the channel for more tips on making the most out of your finances if you haven't already subscribed. If you have any questions or thoughts on the First Horizon cash bonus offer, drop a comment down below. Until next time, take care.